Donald, who came on at Twickenham, and Donal Lenihan all in the team. For Scotland, winger Tony Stanger makes his debut in the Five Nations Championship, and David Soul continues as captain. Before we go live for the second half, let's briefly show you what's been happening in the first half.
They're marching at the back of the line now, but Anderson got it. Ireland probably will try and roll it round for a rollover try. The try is given. Is it Willie Anderson? Or is it John Fitzgerald? It's John Fitzgerald, the prop forward, and the try has been awarded. Look at him, he's delighted. His recall to the Irish side. And John Fitzgerald of the Young Munster Club has scored a vital try for Ireland as we come up towards half-time. So that's the situation, and they've played about 38 minutes, and just let's see how it came about. At first it looked as if Ireland maybe had failed on the throw-in, but they got the tap there, and Fitzgerald. Now Anderson had it first of all, and this is where Ireland tried to roll it round, and the ball seemed to squirt out. Let's see. Oh no, Fitzgerald got through, the ball squirted out on the Scottish side, and he got the touch. 4 points. Meanwhile, Pat O'Hara is... That's so Ireland leading Scotland by 7 points to 0. And we're a couple of minutes into the second half. Great conditions here still at Dublin as Finlay Calder gets it from Gary Armstrong. Now it's Chalmers. But again, Murphy beautifully positioned. Gavin Hastings. Crossed his pass. Hastings back inside to Mullin. Ball has gone forward. Clive Norling, the referee, waiting for the advantage. But that was another very smart, slick Irish back division move. Calder driving. Now it's David Soul up to halfway. Armstrong. Chalmers. Gavin Hastings, a chance there as Ducolo gives it to Scott Hastings. Scott Hastings inside. Taken on by Armstrong, almost up to Ireland's 22. Another lovely ball, Armstrong, Chalmers. That's a poor kick, and he could have moved it by hand perhaps. Stanger in, now it's Ducolo. Ducolo to David Soul. Scott spread out a bit at the moment, but fed on there to Ducolo. Gavin Hastings almost made the pickup. That's Ireland's 22. Chance for Chalmers, on to Lenine. Lenine is half through, on to Jeffrey. Jeffrey feeds on to Derek White. It's a great try for Scotland. Derek White, the number 8 forward. And Clive Norling was right on the spot, and it was really a superb try. Meanwhile, one of the Scots is hacked down the field, but there, Derek White with his 5th try for Scotland, and it all came from here. That was the Irish 22. And then, Ducolo it was, who played for Scottish Schools as a scrum half, who fed out. Lenine's angling of the run was perfect. Jeffrey was up in support, and look how White took it and smashed on there, no stopping him from that distance, although Keith Crossan and Ahern did try. So the Scots back in the game, and Craig Chalmers has been given the job of conversion. Chalmers strokes it over, and the Scots are within 1 point. Player Keith Crossan, but John Jeffrey very quick on the sandwich there. John Jeffrey number 6 and Tony Stanger number 14, and they're two big fellas there, so little Keith Crossan. Matthews now, Ireland within 6 metres. Ahern, Smith, David Irwin on the switch. That's Murphy, the full-back in. Deep in the Scottish 22. Another ball for the Irish, taken in by Lenihan. Irish, Ahern to Smith, he's trying the drop goal. Great work by John Jeffrey. But the Scots hadn't gone back 10 metres, and it's a penalty this time. And so it could be a simple 3 points for Michael Kiernan. Yes, flags raised. His second penalty goal of the match. Ireland leading 10 points to 6. They've gone Chalmers trying the drop goal, but well wide and not enough puff in that one. Kenny Millman up the front of the line out there, with help from John Jeffrey, and you can see Philip Matthews wants a bit of tape for a damaged finger by the look of it. Joe Doran appearing like a friendly little genie from the touchline.
Well, all that joint. You must do, Joe. It's no good otherwise.
So the Scots as close as that, but they are 4 points adrift. There it is, a scrape on the finger. Armstrong had to go back too far for it. Chalmers onto Jeffrey. Finlay Calder charging. It's help from Cronin. Armstrong out to David Soul. The feed on to Derek White. 10 metres short Scotland. Penalty for offside. Oh no, it may have been John McDonald playing the ball on the floor after the tackle. Craig Chalmers. Oh, he's pulled it round. It was a little bit reluctant, but it went there in the end. And so they're back to 1 point of a margin. 10 to Jeffrey. That's Jeffrey, tackled just short by Brendan Mullen. Another superb effort by the Scots as Cronin goes. Armstrong once more. A bit wild that one as Lenine goes once again. Lenine, who's such a sinuous runner. Ken Milne, Finlay Calder. It's a bit wild. Stanger goes. Stanger in front of the Irish posts. Scotland looking for a good ruck ball here. They've mauled it. Armstrong, Chalmers with the drop goal. And oh, he's so despairing as he saw that. He thumped the ground with his hand, his head went down. He knew it was a chance in a million. And, well, the chance has gone. All the way up to the 22 almost. Good chasing tackle there by Ahern. The drive on by Gray. Now it's Gary Armstrong. In goes Paul Burnell. Yes, the Scots would be glad to hear that whistle because Ireland had actually pinched a bit of ball again.
That Bill, but I think Scotland will be a bit disappointed.
There he is, the little chap. Gary Armstrong. Nice little backward roll there by Gary Armstrong. 9 out of 10, I would think, for that. This is right in front of the Irish post and inside their 22. Derek White is poised. Armstrong on there to Chalmers. Derek White out to Jeffrey. A chance for Armstrong. Armstrong looking for Stanger. Finlay Calder wrestling it clear. And magnificent positioning by Clive Norling. Look how close he is. And he must have seen the Irish hands on the ball as well. So it'll be a scrummage 5. And here for the Scots. They've all kinds of things open to them. Oh, and they got not the best of heels. Chalmers to Lenine. Great tackle by Smith. David Irwin on the tackle as well. And so that ball really came out far too quickly for the Scots. But Sean Lenine, who's done some very useful work for them, the lad from New Zealand, grandfather from the Highlands of Scotland, that is. Derek White. White going. White, is he made it? Yes, a momentum try given. And Derek White has done it again. He's absolutely delighted, as you would expect, because that puts Scotland into the lead. It's his 6th try, his 2nd of the match, and it was sheer power and strength that took him there. He went wide, got past Collins, and then he took on little Crossan. But look at the legs working, just like a New Zealander, short and sharp, and White made it to the line. Clive Norling dead in line with it. Finlay Calder went down as well, but the arm was up already, and Scotland leading. Yes, it never looked like coming round enough, that one. It's 13 points to 10 for Scotland.
Thoroughly deserved by Scotland. They've had a few charges at the island line and just been caught short.
And the point about the try, John, was that although the ball hit the ground, he got it over immediately, and so it was okay.
Well, that's a sign of a great player, Bill, to be conscious of what's happening, and Derek did really well there.
Matthews jumps, the drive by Lenihan, great tackle by Jeffrey, a Hearn. It's neat and tidy, superb running by Gary Armstrong. He read that situation so well. To Murphy, down goes Chris Gray to rescue. And a penalty, we're going over, and the Scots breathe a sigh of relief. Yes, kicking the ball out after the tackle without getting to the feet. And so, I tell you, a great intake of breath round the ground, because of course this is a chance for Ireland to tie the score. Good tackle by Irwin. Ireland trying to save this match, but it's Armstrong who clears. And what a superb bit of work by Gavin Hastings.
Bill, that was unbelievable play. That was world-class fullback play at his best. To take a high ball like that, the half of Ireland charging at them, and still win the ruck ball. Fantastic. And if Scotland win the game, they'll have Gavin Hastings to thank.
Yes, widen the space again, says Clive Norling. John McDonnell gets ready to throw. Derek White won it. David Soul tried to clean it. Mannion went through. Penalty against the Irish for getting on the wrong side. For the end of the match. And Scotland have won a hard-earned victory by 13 points to 10. An encouraging start to Scotland's Five Nations campaign. Away points much coveted, but the Scots